Hello and welcome. I am Scrapperlock, and this is City of Villains on the Rebirth server. We are with our Mastermind, Nightmare Lass, who is level 26, has 523,000 XP, 30,000 to go to get to level 27 at 91 million infamy. And we're on a story arc for Operative Kirkland. And I just got this story arc, so I was going to do some more broker missions. As you can see, I did the one. But I looked up what these contacts give you, and it looks like Kirkland is one of the original or old school contacts, so we're going to go ahead and do his story arc. So what he had me do over in Potter's Field over there was hunt some circle, which wasn't easy to do because a lot of them are purple in that area. But I got that done. And now he says it sounds like the circle are firmly entrenched within Potter's Field in anticipation of this entity. I'll need to report this to my superiors. So basically it all started with an investigation initiated by Kirkland into the presence, and in Potter's Field they revealed that they are researching the coming of a powerful entity. I wonder if this is the Envoy of Shadows from the villain side. I don't really know. So then he says, your interrogation of the Circle of Thorns in Potter's Field has yielded good information. We now know they are searching for the coming of a powerful entity in the caves beneath Potter's Field. We need to know more. Invade a Circle of Thorns lair and find out more information about the entity that they are researching. So we're going to head back over to Potter's Field, and we're going to go kick some circle butt. We've got our new Uber Demon to help us. We'll see if I can show you over here. Where were the circle? The circle were over here. Now they're blue, of course. There we go. Yeah, purple. Right, so you guys are like almost 30th level. Max for the zone. So yeah, I don't think we want to do that yet. Guys, we're very close to level 27. At that point, it'll be time to buy some new single origin enhancements. In terms of recipes, everything we have so far is still 25th level, so we don't want those. We're going to wait till 30th and start building 30th level enhancements as they drop. I'm not going to go ahead and create them because they're very expensive, and to me it's better I'll just do the single origins, and then as the enhancers drop that are the generic ones, we will go ahead and invent those, and if we ever get any set enhancers, we'll invent those too, although that could potentially be problematic, and I will talk about that as we go through this mission. I'm going to pause it here just for a moment because I'm having an issue with the mic, and I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. That should take care of things, and now we're going to buff our buddies. And now we're going to head in and deal with the circle. So we need to find three chests. So we're looking for glowies. Let's go ahead and zoom the map in a little bit here. Oh, I missed somebody. I didn't see these guys. How did I miss them? I wonder if that was an ambush. A couple of the missions I've been on lately, they ambush you right at the mission door. I actually hate that. I think that's actually really bad design. And the reason is that sometimes you get lag when you're logging in, when you're zoning in, and also sometimes you're in the mission door waiting for your teammates. What if you're in a 5-person mission, and it spawns an ambush for 5 people, and you log in, and everybody else is in another zone, and you're waiting for them, and then you get ambushed by a 5-man ambush? I mean, that's just ridiculous. They should not be having ambushes coming into the zoning areas. This reminds me of when they used to have ambushes in the just in the city zones. You'd get ambushed, and they had to tone those down because the same thing was happening. The ambush would come at you when you zoned, and people were getting, like, they were zoning in and then finding themselves face planted. Like, how the heck did I face plant? Oh, well, you got hit with an ambush while you weren't even in the zone yet. Your computer hadn't registered where you are yet, so the server had you in there, and you got pounded. Meanwhile, you didn't even see anything until the loading screen finished, right? And that's just patently ridiculous. It's completely unfair to any player. They shouldn't be doing that, and they absolutely shouldn't be having ambushes coming at you at the mission door, because again, they don't know you might be at the mission door waiting for your friends. You might be zoning in and your screen hasn't finished loading yet. I mean, not everybody has a high-end computer, especially when this game was live. So I don't know. I don't like those kinds of designs. That's kind of like screw the player design. I don't really like. That's sort of like, I just remember a friend, and I probably mentioned this on an earlier episode, maybe not of Nightmare Last, but of one of my playthroughs. I have a friend who once said that there's sort of two models of DMing. There's the DM as your player's best friend, and the DM is Angry God. And you know, that's DM as Angry God. And I'd say not even just Angry God, but just DM as a jerk, right? As somebody who's purposely trying to screw the players. And that's what being ambushed at the mission door is like to me. It's just purposely being a jerk to the players. So, I don't know. I don't like that kind of design. And let's go get these guys. We have so many... and look at that. He gets trapped, which means he doesn't get to debuff anybody. He doesn't get to attack anybody. That's awesome. And now we kill our final guy. And you can see that I'm not really needing to use the single target heal that much. My guys are doing well enough that the AoE heal is good enough when it recharges. I think I'm going to want to put a recharge enhancer on it, though. Let's see. The way we have it enhanced... oh, there's an endurance reducer, level 27. Not bad. Do I need that in anything? Not really. So the way we have this enhanced... I would think maybe one more endurance reducer and a recharge would be potentially in order. Alright, let's pull these guys. Attack! And he was held, that's perfect. Now we can focus fire on the next guy. So Curly's going to need endurance reducer too, because he uses a lot of endurance. And focus fire on the next guy. I hear a glowy. So there's one chest. These guys are super helpful, I have to say. The one mission I didn't record, I was going after... yeah, I did one more newspaper mission, I think, and I was going after... I was going after Wyvern, and it was like stop the boss from escaping kind of deal. And I would have missed him. We came off the elevator on the second floor, and he was like almost right there, and I was looking for him, and I went right past him, and all of a sudden I hear my guys attacking, like they saw him, and they started pounding him. Curly trapped him, and he never escaped. It was awesome. Alright, I'm going to give you some extra damage, Curly, and we're going to just go get this guy. Now, I will say, Curly, I wish you had trapped the lieutenant instead, but that's alright. Give Miney some hit points. And heal my buddies. And he is trapped. Perfect. Just absolutely perfect. One of the things I like about these holes, like the ice, the block of ice hole, which by the way worked great, is the size of the body of the creature that you trap. So if you trap a big creature, it's trapped in this huge, giant block of ice. I think it's really cool, right? Instead of being just trapped in something that's wrapped around his ankles, he's trapped in this thing that's like 3 or 4 or 5 feet high. It's pretty cool. I thought I heard a glowy. There shouldn't be one there. It's in the hallway. That's usually you don't put glowies in hallways. Oh, and I do need to rebuff my companions. And that thing does not protect against knockback. I checked. Right, you can actually look at the info, and it says disorient, hold, sleep, immobilize, fear, confuse, but it doesn't do knockback. And there is a demon, so we'll go attack him. And that hold is so awesome. I'm definitely going to have to enhance that. And that's actually a pretty good, it was mostly coincidental, but the two big guys came out with me, and the 3 small guys and Curly stayed back, and we kind of double teamed, we kind of beat up on each of the demons, and it worked pretty well. And I'm going to teleport you down here, so my guys don't have to go up. Get him! And he's trapped. That is perfect. Good work, guys. We don't need that. You can see my guys are kicking butt and taking names. And as I've said, have I made an attack this mission? I don't think so. I don't even need to attack anybody. Just heal my guys and let them do their thing. Look at that. And we earned a badge. What did we get? Bling. We learned enough infamy to sport a little bling, and we've got a new contact. My guess is he is not an old school contact. Oh, I missed that guy. Alright, well, we'll just go attack him. Yes, man, he just does holds over and over again. That is so perfect. I wonder if the other Mastermind players like that. You know what I mean? Like, most people just are so about the DPS, and they just want to do DPS, DPS, DPS. I'm curious, if anybody knows, feel free to leave a comment, whether the other people who play demon summoning masterminds like the fact that their biggest, baddest guy is doing a lot of holds instead of doing a lot of DPS. I love it, because I think the holds are great, because it stops all the incoming damage while my minions pound on the guy. But I can totally imagine that some Mastermind players might hate having their main guy, their biggest, baddest guy, do holds instead of DPS. As you know, for a lot of people, it's all about the DPS. So you can see now we're taking a pretty big hit in infamy because we're getting a lot of prestige. Speaking of that, we're nowhere near the base, but I actually did add a small workshop to the base and a salvage rack. So we now have another 100 salvage that we can gather. Speaking of that, we have some more orange salvage, it looks like, so let's go ahead and toss that into the vault. That's looking pretty good. Let's throw a couple more things in there. I'm mostly gathering orange in there, but we can throw a few other things in there just to clear some space. Eventually, I'll probably just put all the oranges in the base. Let's check the auction house. I actually put this thing up for 1,000. There's one person bidding on this. And yet apparently even 1,000 influence is too much. No one has bought one of these since June 15th, according to the server. So this guy's been bidding for a month and he's not bidding at least 1,000. I don't know. That's a little weird. Sometimes I feel like the auction house isn't quite working the way it's supposed to. But alright, we talk back to our operative and he says, the scrolls indicate that we may have a high threat supernatural entity to deal with. Fine work, Nightmare Lass. So then he says, you have been instrumental in uncovering the pieces of information that this creature supposedly entombed beneath Sharkhead Isle. Your interrogation of the Circle of Thorns and uncovering of the Tokarii scrolls has provided much needed knowledge for Arachnos. But there is another source of mystic information that we haven't squeezed yet. The Legacy Chain is a known vigilante group, yeah, I know, I've fought them before, operating in the Rogue Isles, claiming to represent the mystic forces of order. They possess arcane resources that differ from the Circle of Thorns lore, and may be able to provide us with more information regarding this supernatural threat. Nightmare Lass, I appoint you the temporary representative of Arachnos, and give you the authority to invade a Legacy safe house and interrogate head Legacy Tellus, and seize any relevant documents pertaining to the entity we seek. So now we are going to go to the Legacy Chain hideout and kick their butts. Don't need that, so we'll get rid of it. We actually don't need that either. And we are now, what, about 3 beads away from level 27, so probably in another episode or so, we'll hit level 27. Certainly by the end of this story arc, but I don't know how long the story arc is. I think it's another 2 or 3 episodes. These are much shorter than a lot of the ones in Paragon City. So this here, a lot of the missions in the last couple of story arcs, right here, a patrol comes by in an office area like this and starts attacking you. And again, this is what I mean. No, I don't necessarily feel like they have to give me time to summon my beasts. I could do that outside. But what if I'm sitting in here waiting for a friend of mine who's halfway across the zone to come in and join me? Right? You shouldn't be ambushing me while I'm waiting for my friend to enter the mission. Right? Give us a chance to get into the mission first. If I start walking down the hallway, that's my problem. But if I'm standing at the mission door, that part should be safe at least until you walk, say, to here and begin the mission. Right? They should have like a little trigger on the floor here. And nothing happens until you cross that trigger. It's easy enough to do in most computer programs. 5 bookcases to search. Where are the Legacy Chain? I don't trust this. I feel like we're going to be ambushed. Oh, there's a Legacy Chain. Go get him. Wow. And my guys took care of it. Good job, guys. Okay, I like it better when I see enemies. I don't trust it when there are no enemies. So we gotta look for the glowies. Nobody there. I don't hear any glowies here either. Alright, let's head down that other hallway. Come with me, guys. Did you get lost? Oh, you're coming. There we go. And there's Legacy chain. I just love the hold. Look at that. And he's just not going to do anything to us now. There's another guy, so go get him. Man, my guys are just kicking butt. We're going to have to see. I may be able to bring it back up to +1 now. I just don't know how we would do against +2 bosses. I mean, Curly is my level, so the boss would only be +2 to him. But it'd still be +3 to Mo and Larry and +4 to the little guys. I'm glad I came down here. There's more stuff down here. And what I'm doing is a little bit sloppy. I shouldn't really issue the attack order until all my guys have caught up to me, because it means that their alpha strike is not as coordinated and they don't all hit at once. But they're doing so well that I'm just not that worried about it. As I say this, Eni starts getting hurt. Oh, there's a lieutenant I didn't notice. Okay, so we got one glowy. I remember I think it was on this map, you were supposed to look for something, and it was impossible to find, and you actually had to like walk over this spot right here, and then the mission completed. Very odd for City of Heroes. They don't usually do that. Alright, well here's the elevator, so we're going to go up to the next floor. As I always point out, guys, these office maps can have up to 5 floors. See, when everybody's caught up and you do that alpha strike really fast, it just absolutely butchers the enemy. And I don't even have time to think about whether I should attack or not. They just crush everything. I just don't know how we would do against +2 bosses. I think that's the main issue, is the +2 bosses. Like, my guys are so good that while they're still fighting, I can start clicking on glowies. I don't even have to worry about it. Go kill. So again, you may notice I definitely do start healing, like, before most of my minions are really hurt. But that's just to keep their hit points maxed, and also sometimes while I'm animating, one of them actually gets chopped down a few hit points, and so it helps to start it even if they don't quite need it yet, so that you can keep them maxed up. Now on the other hand, it's not perfect, right, because you could do it when they don't need it, and then while it's recharging they do need it. But look at that, first attack of the night. Anyway, the idea is it comes back so fast that it's worth triggering it if anybody needs healing at all. And it's a lot easier than having to target one of them and hit the single target heal, right? It's just, I prefer to keep the enemy targeted and not to essentially take my eye off of the enemy. 3 more bookcases to search and interrogate Talus. It's odd that there are no spawns on these walkways, because usually there are. Oh, there's one. Get him. Now let's get this guy first. He's in the midst of them. And now get this guy. There we go. These guys are just devastating. Look at that. He's not even going to do anything. He's just crushed. Look how slow. I don't know if you noticed it. The one guy that was moving, how slow he is, because my biggest demon, Curly, is using ice powers, and ice slows you down. I hear a glowy. It's in there. And you guys can finish him off while I look at the books. It's just so funny. Like, I don't even have to watch what they're doing. Just go ahead, kill him. 2 bookcases to find. And I hear one. We should get an asterisk for the next one once this one is clicked on. It's hilarious. I can just go into another room, click the glowy. They've got it all taken care of. Hey guys. I tell you, I'm definitely glad I can walk through you. So where's the last glowy? It didn't show up in my map. Maybe because we haven't defeated Talus yet? I gotta tell you, I'm having a blast with this character. It plays so differently from a scrapper, but it's an awful lot of fun. Alright, so there's no glowy here, which means we're going to need to go to the other corridor. I was afraid of that. We may have another elevator. I'm having fun using this flight, too. Usually I don't. When I have a flying character, maybe I use hover. But usually I run around because as a melee character, flying around is just useless. At least I feel that way. And even as a ranged character, I often prefer to run around. But as a Mastermind, where I'm like, yeah, my guys are attacking and I'm like looking at other stuff. Get him. And then get that guy. Hey, we heal. Good job. There is Talus. Okay, and there's the glowy. So you guys are going to stay right here for a sec while we go get the glowy. So this is our last bookcase. Alright. And then let's see. Who else is around besides Talus? I got a little buddy over there. Any little buddies in here? No? Okay, so this is a good spot. Oh, there's some little buddies right there. Alright, let's get them. And that knockdown makes me realize I need to re-up Mez defense on my guys. So Talus is over there. Not to be confused with Talos Island. Alright, I don't think we need to do anything special here. I'm going to go ahead and give Curly the break free. And I'll give Mo the hell on earth. And we're going to pound this guy. And by the time the boss figures out he's being attacked, the minion's dead. Go get him. See, now this is a situation where if I had a hold, right, when the, when my, well, he did it, but when Curly throws a hold on, I could throw a hold too, and the extra mag from both holds would lock him down, but Curly got him anyway. Good job. And we finished the story arc? That was a really short story arc, guys. 1 episode. Holy crow. 5 reward merits. Let's head out. We're going to put our little demons away. Actually, before we put the demons away, let's call our contact. So let's have the demons wait there. And let's call Kirkland. We are really close to level 27. Let's see how close. Yeah, we're very close. He says, excellent work, Nightmare Lass. Let's see, what do we got for time here? 32 minutes. Alright guys, I think it's next episode. We will turn to level 27. It'll be right at the beginning of the episode. And, oh, actually no, because I got to do enhancements, right? So let's see if we can find some guys to fight. What do I need for XP? 1400. An individual boss gets me like 2,000. It looks like, or no, 1,100. So a couple of bosses will do it. Let's see what we got. Normally I'm not like, hey, let's level. But, it's just a lieutenant. But we're so close, and I don't want to really like level at the beginning of an episode, because then I gotta stop it and do the enhancements and everything. So let's see if we can find some guys to fight over here. It's gonna be a little tough in this area because we got purples and such. But, maybe over here with the circle. There's a minion, he's red. Yeah, I'm a little worried about the purple bosses. But we might be able to just hunt some yellows. There's some oranges over there. Okay. Alright, we gotta be careful in this spot, but I was able to summon right here last time and it worked. They didn't aggro to anybody, and this is our next leveling breakpoint, right? This is what's going to get us our next set of enhancements, which is the main reason why I'm doing this. Yeah, that's a little bit rough. Where did I see the oranges? Right over there. Oh, wait, there's a patrol coming. Ooh, ugh. Level 29. That could be a bit rough. Stay over here, guys. Let's not go after that patrol. That's a little too tough. If I had one more level, it'd be okay. So we will wait for them to walk by. And then I'm going to send my guys there. They shouldn't aggro the circle. I wonder what happens if we open this gift. Let's see. And we're just fighting Great Khans. That sucks. Yeah, that's sort of a waste. Like, why are they only level 21 here? Alright, go get the circle. Was that 459 XP? Well, if that's the case, then we should be leveling up very soon. Yeah, guys, a couple more of these and we will be leveled up. And we are level 27, guys. And now those things that were red and purple are mostly not, although I don't want to get into a fight right now, so we're going to go level and put some slots on our powers, and then we'll stop for tonight. Go to Arbiter Friesen. As you can see, I've been all over Shark's Head. Most of it's been cleared, other than this little bit down here and this little island over there, which is part of the signature story arc. We won't be playing the signature story arc. That's definitely a post-issue 18 storyline that I detest. At least on the hero side, I absolutely did not like it. So I'm going to have to go looking for new missions. I guess I'll work on the broker guys, and when I come back we may be close to level 28. But first, let us level. So, slots. Suppress pain looks good. I'm going to put a recharge on that, but probably not yet. We've triple slotted everything here. I think we're going Summon Demon Prince, and we will be able to slot him for accuracy, endurance, and hold duration, I guess. Alright guys, I'm going to take care of our enhancements, and when you come back next time, you will see us fully SO'd to level 30. Until then, I am Scrapperlock, and this has been City of Villains.